Well, I guess it was during the Armstrong era in the Tour de France when he took on Marco Pantani. In Italy, Pantani has been one of the most famous Italians. Sadly, he's no longer with us. But in high winds there, Armstrong felt he'd done enough to win the Tour, so he allowed Marco Pantani to win the stage. And even though Armstrong eventually was disqualified from all 7 victories in the Tour de France, he always used to say to me he really regretted that. And Bernard Hinault said, "Pas de cadeau," which means never give presents to anybody. And Pantani won that day. But you know, I've seen some of all of the iconic climbs in all of the world's major tours, from California through France to Italy. But I think at the end of the day, it's the Col de Tourmalet. It came into the Tour de France as one of the very first mountains back in 1910, when the roads weren't quite as well surfaced as they are today. It's a long climb. It takes you up to 2,119 meters, and then you dive down the other side. It is the Tour de France, and it is a very hard climb. You know, cycling has always been the world leaders in changes in technology. Remember the clipless pedals? As they came in, they were ski bindings, and then Bernardino demonstrated them as how they could be used for cyclists. And then within 2 years, the whole of the peloton never used toe clips again. Then you had the brake levers also becoming your gear levers. We've always been going forward. Then there's the light machinery. There's the bikes weighing only 6.5 kilos because they're made of carbon fiber. And now, of course, the big question is, do we or don't we have disc brakes in the Tour de France? And one reason why maybe they won't come in the Tour de France is because it means the cars behind are going to have to carry separate bikes for those that have disc brakes and those that have caliper brakes. Of course, if they decide to bring them in, then maybe everyone will have to ride disc brakes. Well, the next Tour de France winner from Australia is, of course, the people's favourite. He comes from Tasmania, everybody loves him, it's Richie Porte. Richie, as we know, has such terrible bad luck when he rides the Tour de France. In 2017 he crashed out, and he's just about getting himself back into shape as we go into the next season. But he is the man I think Australia would love to see be the winner of the Tour de France. Even the riders, even Chris Froome, say he has the ability. If he can find the form and he doesn't crash, one day he'll win the Tour.